What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to show you what's going on here at Reptastic Adventures. We are in the Eastern Box Turtle Enclosure and we are in early November. Hard to think that these turtles are still active as temperatures have dropped down, especially at night. And here we are in the early morning hours, but we got a warm rain last night and these turtles just decided to come out and be active. And I said, what the heck? Why not try and feed them? So I brought out a container full of night crawlers and I started breaking them up, and I'm throwing them in front of them, and these guys are going to town. Take a look at this female right here. She's nibbling away at this one. This is her second worm. And to think that these turtles and their appetite haven't slowed down at all because we're going into the colder temperatures is a little shocking to me. I don't think I've ever fed them night crawlers this late in the season because we're already a week into November. But they typically need 2 weeks time to clean out their stomachs. By doing that, it'll allow them to not have any health issues going into brumation, because if they're stuck with food in their stomach, their whole system and digestive system slows down, that it'll actually rot in the stomach and will cause possible gases to build up and could possibly kill the turtle. So you want to make sure that the box turtles have an empty stomach going into brumation. So with that being said, I'm going to continue to see which ones are going to eat. Check this out. Let's go over here. I'm sure there's going to be some that aren't going to eat just because maybe they're really full already and their eyes are a little closed because we're dealing with them coming out of the ground. But I feel like any of them that have been sitting in the sun are going to want to try and nibble on a worm if they have the ability to do so. Let's try and put this one over here. This is a nice male. It's hard though. There we go. We got another one going to town right there. It's hard though because we have so much leaf litter now this time of year. So you put a night crawler down in front of it, and if you don't break it in half, which I think breaking them in half is not only making it easier for them to eat, but they're going to escape. So it's going to slow them down. And if you put a regular night crawler, just throw it down and just walk away, that night crawler is going to go down underneath the leaves, and these turtles aren't going to have the ability to get it in time. So I will break them up into maybe even thirds. Did that one get away, or did it eat? I think it ate it. Let's try another one. This is a nice male. We got a female, male, unsexed. That is a nice male over there. This seems to be the only one. Let's see if this one's going to go. One thing that's also ideal is now we're going into cold temperatures. This is the warmer part of the enclosure where they will all mostly burrow down into the leaf litter because it gets the most sun, so it doesn't really get quite as cold. So I tend to see a lot of them go here. And with that being said, we do a lot of leaf blowing in the yard, and we fill trash cans and we just dump them and make mounds going all through here to give them extra insulation. These turtles need definitely to be protected from extreme temperatures. It's actually interesting to see how some burrow down farther than others, but I have seen some go into brumation and only be like 2 inches down. You see the top of their shell, and it's incredible to think that they don't go down that far. And some of them will go 6 inches down. So this is an amazing day. It's beautiful. It's mid-60s. We got turtles moving around everywhere in all sides of this pen. There's just, I can't even count them. But they're active, and so what we're going to do is we're going to keep walking around. We're going to keep feeding them. So if you guys keep Eastern box turtles, or box turtles in general, because all of them go through mostly in the United States of brumation, three-toed box turtles, even Gulf Coast box turtles slow down. You're going to want to make sure you take precaution and make sure that these turtles are protected from extreme temperatures, and also they're fed very well going into it, because you want them to build up the fat on their body, go in with good weight, and also be hydrated. Yesterday we had turtles that were moving around and they were very light, and I decided to soak the ones that I found that were sitting on the surface, which was about a dozen, and there were no other turtles to be seen, but there was a dozen that were sitting on the top here, and I decided, hey, why not just give them a soak? They seem a little bit on the light side. Came back 2 hours later, they were rock solid. And then I ended up putting them back down, and they look great. In fact, a couple of them are eating right now. So you just always got to monitor your turtles, walk around the enclosure, especially if you have a large enclosure like this. It's always good here to walk the property every single day, whether or not there's activity or not. Just, even in the middle of winter, you want to just check, make sure no predators got in, the barrier walls weren't damaged or anything like that. So here you go, buddy. Gonna keep going. See if I just threw a full night crawler at this guy. He came running over. I think he knows I'm feeding worms. He came running over. So I'm just gonna keep doing this, guys. Just gonna keep roaming around, feeding eastern box turtles. And hopefully as many as we can find, we'll eat. If you guys got any questions on eastern box turtles, feel free to leave them in the comments. And I hope that you guys like and subscribe. See you in the next video.